The Fuse UK podcast is proudly sponsored by EcoSmart. EcoSmart help people to find the most suitable and affordable solutions to reduce their energy bills. They will assess your property and determine which system would be the most suitable for you to power your home with cheaper, greener energy. Not just that, but EcoSmart can also provide scaffolding services that can change charging ports at home for your electric cars, and many more services that can provide. Call them now on 0800 222 9532. EcoSmart, leading the way in renewable energy.
People, what's happening? Nice one for coming back to the Fuse UK. It's much appreciated as always. Our next guest tonight, none other than Brandon, the Superman Allen. What's happening, brother? You good?
What's going on?
I'm all good, mate. How's yourself?
It's going well, man. It's going well. Just got out of the pool, trying to get some laps in. Just trying to stay healthy.
Yeah, crushed you, mate. And before we get into it, now you're a serious competitor in the BKFC. I was wondering if you could take us back, mate, to how you started in the combat sports and where your journey began.
Man, it all started from my best friend. He started me off in the game. He was doing mixed martial arts, and once he passed away, I was like, you know what? I think I want to pick it up. So, and that's where it started off at.
Yeah, Kushti. So what's your main background? Was it the MMA? Was that the main background? Because you seem like a bit of a boxer.
Yeah, I'm more of a boxer. I love boxing, man. Boxing is my foundation. Don't get me wrong, I'm very good on the ground, but I just love boxing. It's just something about just hands on hands. It's just perfect. I love it.
Yeah. And when did the call come about to turn over to the BKFC?
Once I start seeing my brothers in the gym, start going full force, David Mondale, Jared Warren, even a sister in the gym, Crystal Pittman. Once I seen them all in it, my coach was like, hey man, it's making a lot of good money. It's a big sport, it's growing. There's like, you need to come over. So I'm like, hey, why not? I want to do it. I want to be the best at whatever I'm stepping into. So I feel like I can be king and I will be king at 145.
Yeah, were you at 145 when you started in the BKFC? You've always been in 145.
No, I started off at 155 pounds.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I thought you said you started at 145.
Yeah, I started off at 155 to get my feet wet to see how it was. And when I got in, the guy I was fighting, he weighed in like 9 pounds overweight. I still took the fight, and that wasn't in my weight class. I still gave him a hell of a run. I feel like I really won that fight. But hey, it's in the win. It is what it is. We're on a 4-fight win streak, and I'm hoping for 5 pretty much coming up. And hopefully in November I can get something, and beginning of next year get that title.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because I've watched your fights in that, and the 4-fight win streak you're on, it's been like impressive wins as well, hasn't it? Like highlight reel finishes and within the mix of the fights that you've had. So if they said to you that there's going to be a title shot next?
Yes, that's what they're talking about. But who knows how it goes right now, because how Kyle Stewart, he only likes to fight at home. Who knows? Like I say, I want to take another one in November. I like to just keep going and keep it flowing. I want to show that I am the best. So I don't want to weave around people and think I'm trying to just jump over people because I have a good ranking right now. If you want to fight, let's fight. If it makes sense, though, if it makes sense, let's fight. Don't come at me if you're 0-3 or 0-2 or something like that, and it's not going to work. If you have a nice record and you want to fight, let's do it. I'm very down. I'm very competitive. Like I say, I am king. I really feel that way in my heart that I am king. So whoever, I want to do it. But we're trying to get somebody in November, and like I say, hopefully by that time, the beginning of next year, it should be my time to get the scrap.
Yeah, I had James Lilly on the podcast yesterday, and he said obviously he's moving down to 145 pound, and he said like he mentioned your name, it'd be a good fight for him. Like all in respect, he never said nothing disrespectful. He just obviously thinks sees you as a great opponent.
Yeah, I would love to, man. Tell him to come to Florida. We can do it. I ain't even come to the UK. I love to do it. Lilly is a hell of a fighter, man. He's very technical. I would like to do it. I would really like to do it. If he want to do it, let's do it. That'll be fun.
Class. And would you ever like to come over to the UK to fight?
I would love to come over to the UK. That'll be fun.
Class. What do you watch the BKFC UK shows?
Yeah, every time I watch it, I'm a fan. I am a fan. I was hoping that Lily did come down. I felt like 155 was kind of big for him, but as he was marching and doing his thing, he was making me a believer at 155.
Yeah.
But I feel like he can really show face at 145. But it's not gonna be a tough task. You know, it's not gonna be easy for him. It's not gonna be easy at all. He got me. He got Howard Davis. Ah,
Oh,
man,
I mean, the 145-pound division's a fucking strong division now, isn't it?
it's getting very strong right now. Like it doesn't make sense how many people popping up.
Oh, you've got that winning there as well.
Yeah, got Dak winning there. I think he's going to be the guy that fights for the title next. And if
Yeah,
that's
that's
the case, and if that's the case, I'm perfectly fine with that. That win gets it. I see myself beating that win also. So I just don't see too much competition besides, you know, a Dak, not a Dak win, but a Howard Davis. I see that as being good competition. If Lily want to come down from 55, I feel like that'd be great competition because, you know, he's very technical like myself. Long as he's willing to throw some real skin and bone, it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight.
Yeah, class. So would you say Howard Davis you would see as like the biggest threat in the division? Not that it's a threat to you, but you like, sort of.
I feel like when I look at Howard Davis, he's a slightly taller me
Dead
without
rangy as well, isn't he?
yeah, without all the moving. Because he don't have to do too much because he has the length, he has the range, he has speed, he has power. Like I said, he's a big boy for the class. I'm surprised he make weight like he do. So I'm happy for him. I want to fight him. I want to fight him, and if I fight him, I want it to be for a title. So I know as rumors going out there, they're talking about a title eliminator between me and him. If that's the case, I'm gonna deny it. I don't want it. I want to fight him for the title. I feel like that would be the 145 greatest fight right now. At 145, me and Howard for a title. I feel like that'll be the for the fight.
I've seen a lot of people as well, like in comments and in interviews or podcasts, saying that basically the next person who fights Kai Stewart is going to get the belt. They're seeing it as an easy win for the next fighter. Do you also see this, or do you disagree?
Yeah, I really agree. Sad to say, but Kai haven't fought anybody.
What did you think about this fight with Louis Lopez?
Even with Louis, with the Louis fight, I was impressed on how he controlled the fight more than anything. With the clinch, he'll grab on, he'll hold for a second, throw a couple punches, let go, and throw a couple more after that. So his strategy was very nice. Will it work with a person like myself? No. So you will have to come out with something better than that. You're not faster than me. You don't hit hard than me. And I've been in the game so much longer. He's only 22. I'm about to be 34 this year. I've been doing this over 10 years. So that'll be tough for him to say that he's going to come in and whoop me. I just don't see it at all. I don't see it at all. So if I fight him, yes, easy win, easy dub. Before the third, easy dub.
Would you say you're the heaviest hitter in the division?
I'm the most elusive. I don't want to say hardest hitting. Because like I said, it only takes 5 pounds of pressure to get somebody out of there. It doesn't take much.
Yeah, where it lands in it.
Yeah, it doesn't take much at all to get somebody out of there. So for me to say I'm the hardest puncher in 145, I'm not gonna say that. That's a lot of us out here. Do I set up my shots properly? Yes, I set up my shots properly where there are bigger punches and they are more effective. So I know how to set up things more effectively than other guys. So I think that's why I have been so successful in this game right now.
Did you ever see yourself excelling this much in the BKFC? Did you have in the back of your mind that you could do really well in it?
No. After my first loss, I quit the sport. I quit fighting. It took for my life.
To be quite bad.
Yeah, it took for my fiance to have to bring me back in, and a lot of talking to my coach, Jihad. It took a while. I took a year layoff because I just felt like I got cheated on the first fight. I just felt like it wasn't for me. It just didn't sit right on my soul. So then he told me, he was like, well, use that as motivation. So we got back to the drawing board. We tightened up the game. We made everything sharper. We made it tighter within those last couple months that we needed for the fight. And we did what we needed to do. And we came out victorious, and we have just been riding that wave ever since.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not just saying this because you're on the podcast with me now, but you're one of the fighters that people look forward to seeing on a card because, like, you're a great fighter, great technique and ability, and there's always something exciting going to come from you, like a good finish, or it's always going to be, it's not just going to be stopped. Like some of your finishes have been like highlight reel combination finishes, haven't they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Punch perfect, right on the button.
Yeah, man. We work hard, man. We look at a lot of tape. I feel like a lot of people don't do that either. We look at a lot of tape. We look at a lot of tape. We look at a lot of flaws and a lot of habits that people have. And if you keep those habits, if you don't change them, we're gonna capitalize off of them because we're working on them. We looking for that exact moment. Like with the Schaefer fight, we knew for a fact when he threw the jab, he leans his head to the inside before he throw the jab. So he say pace it out. It's gonna happen. It's gonna show itself. It didn't show itself in the first round, because he was so fresh. I felt like. Once the gas started getting put down on it in that second round, I see him gassing a little bit. I was able to touch him. He was bleeding. Once I seen that, I felt like he's gonna show it, and that's exactly what he did. Once he first did it, I backed up. I'm like, perfect. I see it. I'm like, he's gonna do it, and he put that head over to the side, and my coach was saying, he was like, uppercut. So I'm like, right hand uppercut, and I'm like, that's gonna do it. And it put him down. I was very blowed and surprised to see that he got up like that. So for a fact, for him to get up like that, I see why he was a champion over in somewhere else. He got a lot of dog in him.
Yeah, 100%, mate. And the reason I said that there as well is because this is no disrespect to other fighters, because there's still great fighters and some of them win. But there's a lot of fighters in the BKFC who aren't really technically gifted, are they? They're really like basic fighters who'll just stand there and fight, and they're tough and they get themselves through fights for the win.
Yeah, clearly they don't like being on camera after the fight.
Yeah.
You get too many cuts, and it's nasty. I try to be elusive as possible, very defensive. Don't get it wrong. I love the offense of it. I love the counter striking of it, but for me to just exchange punches, that is horrible. That is horrible. I would never want fight of the night. I feel like that is one of the worst awards that you can ever get, the worst bonus you can get. That means because you had to go through hell to even get it. So I don't want it at all. So I just want to stay on my P's and Q's, keep getting my wins how I'm getting them. And I just feel like I go to the top like I'm doing.
Yeah, 100%, mate, and that you are. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us, mate, before we wrap it up? Is there any shout-outs, sponsors, or any messages you want to give to the fans?
Bring me over to the UK. Bring me over to the UK. I want to do it in the UK. That'd be great. That would really be great for me and the team. I would love that, so we can come over there. If they can get me over there, let's do it.
Yeah, that'll be class. That could be a potential fight now with James Lilly. You never know in the UK.
And you can link up. We can link up at the fight.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I'm going to put this video on Instagram now. Get it made. But another question I've got for you, mate, if you don't mind answering it.
Yes, sir.
UK fighters now going to be going to this BKFC tryouts, and there's the BKFC prospect shows coming up. Is there any advice that you've got to give to these lads and ladies?
Bite down. Bite down on your mouthpiece. There's going to be times that you feel like you want to quit. There's going to be times that you feel like you want to take a knee. That's going to be that moment that makes you from an amateur, from a pro, from a star to a nobody. You have to know how to bite down, get safe, do what you need to do, and just push through. You got to push through.
Nice one, bro. I really appreciate you coming on as well, Brandon, and we'll stay in touch, mate, and get some more work done in the future, hopefully.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Spot on, mate. Really appreciate your time, mate, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, pal.
You also, man. Be safe.
See you later, brother. Bye.